Hi everyone, my name is Emmanuel. Welcome to Niger Financial News Updates. And tonight we're going to be talking about some recent financial news from Nigeria. So let's begin. Today we begin with a news from Nairametrics. It says the governor of Central Bank of Nigeria announced that a 150 basis points rise in interest rates on Tuesday this week. So this was delivered during the 295th MPC meeting. So this hike is intended to combat the persistent inflation that has been impacting Nigerians. And as you can, from the information we know, the interest rates is meant to like put a limit by monetary policy control how much uh, the effects of inflation on the economy and on Nigerians. The inflation data that we had in April 2024 showed that inflation was at 33.69%. In the past 6 months, the CBN has raised this MPR by 750 points in about 5 months. So just to make it clear, monetary policy, this is the rates at which the Central Bank of Nigeria lends money to commercial banks. So what that means is the higher it is, the more expensive it is for commercial banks to lend money to their clients and different customers. So the higher it is, then the higher it is for commercial banks to lend out money to investors. So this in some way reduces the demand for money. But it also have on the good side, whenever you have higher interest rates or when the MPR is high, this encourages like foreign investors to want to save their money in naira because they get more return on investment. And also, customers, if you are the kind of person that likes to save money, you get more interest on your money when the CBN increases the MPR. That's it for that. Another news that came out is the CBN governor, Mr. Olayemi Cardozo, stated that he plans to increase diaspora remittances twice the size, like he plans to double the remittances from abroad. Well, now he said he's going to give more licenses to international money transfers. This is a welcome development. We also have one here that says Nigeria reveals diaspora decreased. Actually, the diaspora remittances decreased to $282.61 million in the first quarter of this year, which is lower than what it was last year. Okay, now let's move on to something else. This EcoBank. EcoBank Group's profits after tax increased by 249%. Ooh, that reached 140.9 billion naira. So this was delivered when they disclosed their financial results March 2024. Moreover, it was disclosed that the profit before taxes increased. That's a lot of increase for EcoBank. But then the increased revenue was driven by increased interest income. So the interest income increased by 195% and went as high. So they made as much as 608.32 billion naira from interest income. And also they had commission. So the fees and the commission they charge, we all know other fees on everybody went up by 217%, and they were able to make 338 billion naira. Okay, and now let's move on to the next one. This one is about the petroleum refinery. Following the number of delays, the Port Harcourt refinery plans to start again. They plan to resume operations, to begin operations at the Port Harcourt refinery. And the plan is to produce 210,000 barrels per day. So this was disclosed by Chief Okadike Chinedu, which is the National Public Relations Officer for Independent Marketing Association of Nigeria. So we know that they stopped production in March 2019, but now they're resuming the production again. So that's a good development. Also, this one has to do with Mr. Aliko Dangote complaining about having to get a visa to visit different African countries. I think that is ridiculous because I feel like most African countries should at least be visa free um, on arrival. So some countries could give you visa on arrival. Some countries could be like, okay, you can be visa free for 90 days. So that way it's easier for investors to move back and forth between African countries. I don't think you have to go to embassy and everything and put in applications just because I want to visit some random country, maybe in the Central Africa. I feel like I should be able to go to Central Africa for business for at least a month. Within a month, then I will be prompt to get a visa. But if I have to go get visa just because I want to go buy something in Kenya, then I think Africa needs to work on that, and they need to work on a one African policy where everybody, we can move freely between countries. Another one is the blockchain. So this one talks about, they said, National Information Technology Development Agency. Now, according to Nairametrics, the Director General of this IT Development Authority is planning, to implement some blockchain technology. We know Nigerians have been against, the Nigerian government have been against this blockchain thing so much. So it's a welcome development if they plan to do something about it. But I would rather the government is able to, regulate this thing. If you don't understand it. So I think the problem with the blockchain in Nigeria is that our government don't understand what it is. So if you don't understand what something is, you just want it to stop and feel like, well, they blame blockchain for everything. Cryptocurrency, they blame it for everything. They blame it for the dollar losing value again, or naira losing value, I mean, against the US dollars. They blamed it for everything. We know about the Binance case. But hopefully one day these people get information about blockchain and realize that blockchain is not a scam. Blockchain is a technology that can be used to do so many innovations. And Nigeria are very innovative, so you can't block Nigerians from this vital innovation just because, the people in government don't understand how blockchain works. And if you don't understand something, what you do instead of blocking or banning cryptocurrency or banning stuff is, how do we make money from these things? How do we benefit? How is it benefiting Nigerians? So you don't just go out, you don't just go after blockchain and go after anything cryptocurrency just because you don't understand what it is. But anyway, it looks like that is changing a little bit. So hopefully there will be more innovation coming from Nigeria, and Nigeria can embrace blockchain better. This is another one from the nation's Nigeria. This review yesterday of the UBA, United Bank for Africa. Yeah, they increased their deposit base to 18 trillion naira, and shareholder funds went up to as high as 2 trillion naira. So this was disclosed during the 75th anniversary. So UBA have been in Nigeria for a pretty long time before we got our independence, and they just celebrating how much. So with this much deposit base, it just showed the customer confidence in the bank, which is a good thing. And so that's it for today. I hope to see you again next time. Thank you very much for watching. Welcome to Nigeria Update again. Thank you. Have a good day.